Gracie's a Goldendoodle. We got her from a breeder. She's 8 years old now. She is got a nickname called Crazy Gracie. She can be a little wild, but she's a super sweet dog. Doesn't like grooming, which is why we're here.
My name is Didi Croy. Every pet deserves a groom. I'm here to get the job done and give your pet that opportunity. You and your pet can understand each other. I don't need to come in and understand how y'all live and all that. I just need to be able to do a grooming that's safe for everybody. But I think there are other underlying things that have happened, you know what I mean?
And I really think her bark is worse than her bite. I do not think she'll bite you. I honestly don't think she would. I think she just lets you know.
With his hand.
I know, and it's ugly, but I really don't.
It is ugly.
It's ugly, but I really don't think she would follow through. I really don't, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Because I love her, she's my dog, and I'm not you, so I get it.
Yep.
But use the shot, use the buzz, and that really does
I'm going to try
help.
to do it without first, and if I have to stop and get them, then I will.
Put the buzz on, because she acts better when it's on.
Yeah, she
and
does.
if you need to buzz her, buzz her.
Okay.
We take her off leash, and she comes right back when we buzz her.
I mean, do I know you well enough? I'm just going to put that under your arm there. There you go, that's good there. I want to, hi, can I touch you? Can I touch you? Hi. Look at your cute ears. Look at your cute ears, yeah. So in this case, we need this to ride out through December because we don't have a November appointment. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 4-guard, which is normal. I mean, we really liked the hair length it is now, but this dog does not like being brushed. This dog does not like being matted. Even little tiny tangles, she does not like it, okay? So we want to avoid that. So if she comes in about 45 days or so, 40 days, 30, yeah, like 45 days. If there's not, she's going to be really pissy with me. So I don't want that. So what we're going to do is our regular haircut, even though she's 20 days, like I've just seen her 20 days ago. So we're doing a 4-guard everywhere. And you can see brushing at home allows me to just get in there and do the haircut. If you don't know this dog, don't say anything. She does not want you to brush her. And so we're going to try not to have to do any brushing if at all possible. Because again, safety first. She will bite me. And she will do it so suddenly that I will not have even time to react. No. Certain aspects of grooming dogs that are wild and aggressive is that if the dog can bite you and the pet parent's like, you're not going to trust my dog, just say, no, I'm not going to trust your dog. And in most cases, what you want to do is if a dog like this comes in, right, when they don't have issues, okay, you would brush all this out. But since she hates being brushed, pet parents keep her brushed really well so that, like right now, they have to brush her before they bathe her, and she says she bathes her dog about once a week. My doodles get dirty too, so I understand that. And they are really good about brushing at home, so that way they're able to, you can see, I did not even put a brush on her. I would like to not have to brush her, only because I'm buying myself just time. When I have to brush too, I mean, that's a groomer's job to brush, but when you're dealing with aggressive dogs and you've been doing the same dog for many years, you kind of both learn the best things to make it a very good grooming experience for you both. And one of those things is if I can get in to just do the haircut, we're going to hurry up and do the haircut because she will start to lose patience in 3 minutes, and then she'll lose even more patience the longer I take, right? Which is why I try to do something quicker, faster. And just not so perfect, because an upset dog, in my opinion, is not a good dog. Like, it's not where you want to be with grooming. You don't want to have all your clients leaving upset. If you went and got a haircut and you were leaving upset, wouldn't you be like, I'm not going back there?
Well, we went to a groomer in our town in Capel, and it was kind of a factory. We had a package where we could get her washed every week, and then we get her groomed once a month. But they had a person do something different on each dog, so it was just crazy back there. There were tons of dogs, and I think one person did the face, one person did the body, and Gracie did not do well there. But she did get brushed out every week. But it got to a point, and we'd been there a while, they basically said we couldn't come back because I think she snapped at some of the groomers. I was a little disappointed that they didn't tell us earlier, that it wasn't something we could try to correct or work towards. It was just all of a sudden, yeah, it's crazy Gracie, haha, she's funny, she's a wild dog. But then basically they told us we couldn't come back anymore, which was very disappointing.
So I know her well enough that I need to work pretty quickly. I need to just get in there and get the job done. I don't need to be texting on my phone or anything like that. And this dog upstand large is really, really working with me here. I love it.
Isn't this dog upstand freaking remarkable? She doesn't have her training collar on, but boy, oh boy, this dog upstand is really keeping her stable and still.
She is a mini Doodle and she's using the large stand, like go figure. So make sure you always measure. If you're gonna order the dog upstand at dogupstand.com, just always make sure you measure. A bit of static in the air, so you kind of see me kind of moving that hair out of my way for myself so I can get it out of my clipper. But when there's static, use water or that leave-in conditioner. As you go into winter months, you're going to have static, your smock's going to stick to you, hair's going to stick to the table, you know, just like that. So get a spray bottle with water on it, in it.
Ooh, she didn't like that. I better be careful.
She's really tolerating me right now, and I really appreciate that. Let me get my water. I'm just sitting here talking about, you know, how much static it is. Look how much static, all that hair sticking to the bottom of the blade. It's just static. Not too wet, but wet enough. And have that blade brush handy, okay? I use it all the time. I don't normally have to keep cleaning my clipper while I do a guard cut, but because I'm not oiling my blades during the grooming, don't do that. That will make all that hair stick in your clipper, okay? See how she's already, can you tell she's getting a little impatient with her noises? Okay, now we're gonna use this broom. Okay, this is. So she usually comes in with a correction collar, and they left it. She will act completely different if she has a correction collar. So if you haven't tried a correction collar, whether it's for vibration, the beeping, or the shock, if you have a wild dog and you've gone through a trainer, you know, they'll teach you how to use one. It may be something that you might want to look into. It really, really helps. Because she didn't come in with her correction collar, I know her really well. We've been doing this, you know, a little bit over a couple years now. Since she didn't come in with a correction collar, I immediately was like, I need to use a tool, and I can use one of my own correction collars. But quite frankly, I just put that dog upstand under her to see if that would do the trick, and so far it really has. I'm using a 10 blade to kind of clean up things I know are hanging out. She doesn't like her front feet messed with, so you can see the trade-off. Doesn't want me to touch them. You okay? You're okay. You're okay. While she's here, I'm going to go and brush her tail. I'm going to put this dog up stand underneath her. This is again the size large. She's doing well with that. She used to not like that at all. Let's check in and see what it's going to look like when it's hanging low. Let me poo here, okay? Let's go and trim some of this stuff here where it would hang while she's pooing.
Wow, she's not doing anything crazy today.
There we go, it's up off the bum bum. Are you looking at me? All right, so once we start, I'm gonna go and do the feet, I guess. She used to not like this as well. Ooh, we've come a long way. All right, let's change it up. Let's go back to our 10 blade and try that 5 guard. See if we can get a little bit. See how she's getting a little irritated? Yep. Don't want to piss her off too much.
Oh, well, she gets very upset if you try to cut out a mat or if you try to brush out a mat. I think for her it's better just to cut them out because she does not do well. We do way better keeping her fur short, trying to brush her almost every day. We wash her at home every week or more, depending if she gets out in the mud, because we try to run her. Because as you know, doodles have a lot of energy and they like to run.
You know, just don't want to upset the dog, you know, more than she's already going to be a little, say high strong. Don't do more things to make them more mad, so then you run out of just being able to help care for the dog. See this one? Switch off, switch off, switch off. There you go. Now I'll go back to the 7 on the back legs. Oh, that 7-blade's cutting like crap. Here's a different one. Always have a few different blades.
To do the anal glands, and whoa, she became an animal. I needed to step back, reevaluate, and start over and get a second hand.
Hold tight, don't let go.
No. No. Hey, no.
Don't move, don't let go. That's how much anal glands was in there. It needed to be done. Mom said it needed to be done, we did it, and here it is, and that's why it's not painful. Can't be doing an aggressive dog like this, it's too dangerous. I'm gonna leave that muzzle on for just a second. She can still bite me, but just not thrashing. Kind of thrashing bite. So I can get her bone up back up to wash it.
my girl. Oh, you're so pretty girl. That's my pretty girl. Oh, I know. You're ready to go home. Oh, my God. You're crazy, Gracie. You're crazy, Gracie. That's my best girl. Oh, I know.
What's she telling you?
She says she's happy to be done. Ready to go home. You ready? Oh, I know.
Whenever you're gonna groom a dog, just know a dog can bite. Any dog can bite. Matter of fact, any cat can bite. Any animal that you are dealing with can bite you. Whether it's a furry, cute, little, cuddly, tall-eared rabbit, a sharp-pointed lizard, whether it's a mouse, or a kitten, or a cat, or a dog, a big dog, whether it's a mastiff or a shih tzu, I don't care what the animal is, it can bite you. Now you take a dog, and in most cases dogs are super, like our man's best friend, they're super kind, they're joyous, happy, but not always. Something sometimes can happen to an animal and you may not be there, and if you are, you'll know why. They broke their arm, and after all that whole scenario, the dog became mean, doesn't let you touch the arm the same, had a major ear infection, lost its hearing. After that scenario, the dog just wasn't the same. Well, how about the many things when clients come in with an aggressive dog and they don't know what happened, but we have to go and try to fix it. You're not going to change the animal. You're just going to have to learn how to work with the animal. In my business, I like to work with the animal in my own way, giving them space, time, quiet, peaceful. Call it yoga. I don't know, but gosh, we are, by golly, I'm going to do everything I have to do to help this dog have a very good grooming experience. I mean, isn't that what I'm here to do? It's not going to be perfect. Have you ever tried to touch an aggressive dog? If you haven't worked at a veterinarian, you may not know what I'm talking about. I have worked with many veterinarians, for veterinarians, alongside veterinarians, and I've helped care for some of the meanest animals going through so much health problems. And I'll tell you what, just like humans, when dogs have health problems, they can bite you out of pain on accident. They didn't mean to do it. Unfortunately, in grooming or just hanging out with an animal you don't know, if you get bit and you have to go to the hospital, animal control is going to get involved whether you like it or not. And I told you this last week. It's really important that, I told you this already, it's really important to prevent being bit. So if you're going to work with an animal like this, it's really important to have that clarity, just like the client said, in communication. You have to help me, I have to help you, and we have to help your pet have the best experience. It cannot be solely on the groomer's responsibility to give that to you. It's a team effort. You have to do some work at home. I have to do some work here. I have to guide you. I have your dog for a couple hours or less. You have your dog every day, all day. So there's a lot of difference in responsibility here. If you're clear in telling the client what we all need to accomplish and letting them see why they need to accomplish it and help you help the dog, man, a parent that loves their dog would be all in. And I hope that you can see this parent is all in. We had a super successful groom. No one was harmed or injured. The pet parent was super happy. We were done in, this is the fastest we've ever been done in grooming her. Like whippity whip. It took about 3 years, but by gosh, we got there. It doesn't get better than this. So now we just take it and run with it. Try to do the same thing, be consistent, provide the same unharmful grooming to each pet, and then they will start to trust you over time. And as long as a pet parent comes in as often as they should, you will see change. And I hope what I'm sharing with you, you can use in your household and with the animals that you own, especially if you own an aggressive dog. So we'll see you next time grooming aggressive, senior, and disabled dogs. Bring them on out to Texas. I'll help you any which way I can.